all in, stand firm and be counted. Step by step, walk in faith, truth, and love. Guide the way, they guide the way. Oh, they guide the way, Take up your cross and follow me. Doesn't leave room for a plan B. Works alone won't save a man, but faith without works is dead. I'm going all in, stand firm and be counted. Step by step, walk in faith, truth, and love. Guide the way, they guide the way. Oh, they guide the way, yeah. Faith takes more than just to agree. How we live proves what we believe. It's easy to say, it's harder to do, but right now this, I promise you, I'm going all in, stand firm and be counted. Step by step, walk in faith, truth, and love. Guide the way, they guide the way. Oh, they guide the way, yeah. Life gets hard, don't give into the fight. God's yoke is easy and burden light, God, your burden is light. I'm going all in, stand firm and be counted. Step by step, walk in faith, truth, and love. Guide the way. I'm going all in, stand firm and be counted. Step by step, walk in faith, truth, and love. Guide the way, they guide the way. Oh, they guide the way, oh, they guide the way,
All right, friends. Well, it is so good to see all your bright and smiling faces. Looks like we got Tiffany McCartney here and Janet Stallings. So good to see you, friends. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out tonight. It is always absolutely beautiful to be able to see you guys and know that you all are doing well. So got lots of fun stuff for you this evening and super stoked that you are here. Real quick, there are a ton of links down in around wherever this video is. Is to be able to get your 15% off. If you are going to buy anything from the merch store, I'm doing a huge clean out of that. So if you want something that has anything to do with any of the songs from last year, or literally pretty much anything that's in, I'm going to be pulling everything out. So we've got plenty of room to be able to put in new merch and new designs and stuff, because there's just so much in there right now. It's time to do some spring cleaning, even though it's like barely halfway through winter. So, Tina, Marie, Debris, good to see you. Good evening, Deborah Saddleson. Good evening, Matt. I'm in trust and believe. All right. Sweet. Sorry, it's hard for me to see with my little logo thing up there. So, thank you guys so much for being here. It's so good to see you. And yeah, let's get rocking and rolling. My son actually came up with this game the other day, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, can you just start playing one of your songs and don't sing it, and let me guess which one it is?" I said, "Okay." So I started playing this song. He's like, "I don't know what it is." So we'll see if you guys can get it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. The closer I get, the further it seems. The longer I have to travel between these walls, the more and more I long to leave in this atmosphere. It's getting harder to breathe in this atmosphere. It's getting harder to see. I won't give up. You won't give up on me. I won't give up. You I'll start trying. Yeah. I can feel the mountains start to tremble. The more it moves, the more hope fades. The light starts to flicker. More and more with each shake in this atmosphere. It's getting harder to breathe in this atmosphere. It's getting harder to see. I won't give up. You won't give up on me. I won't give up. You I'll die trying. Yeah. Oh, and I know the light, and the light knows me. Oh, and I know the light, in the light knows me. I won't give up, for you won't give up on me. I won't give up. You will die trying. Yeah. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. The more it moves, the more hope fades. Oh yeah, that's "I Won't Give Up," and yeah, that was one. That's an oldie but a goodie. Let's see, we got some awesome comments. Shannon hello from Oregon. Hello, friend. Deborah, in this atmosphere, it's harder to breathe and hard to see. Let me get back to you the video. Thank you. Oh, yeah, for sure. Glenda, good evening. Good evening, friend. Lenora, great singing. Thank you, friend. Thanks so much. Marie, sounds awesome. Matt, could stay, but I'm very. Oh, yep. You are totally fine, friend. Thanks so much for being here. It is always good to see you guys. If you would do me a huge favor, and wherever you're watching this, hit the like button and share with some other people. It would be super, super awesome to get some more people coming and hanging out with us. So if you do that, that would be fantastic. I'm going to change the background here because it feels at least like we are kind of coming up and out of the wintry, blustery weather. This past week was kind of nice. It got warm. I actually got a chance to take my dog out for a walk, and which was really good. The weird part about that was then today we woke up to go to church, and I looked outside. And I'm like, it just frosted or whatever. And I had parked two of our vehicles behind the barn. And last night I was like, man, I should probably pull them out because if it rains a ton, then they're going to get stuck. I'm not going to be able to get them out. So I pulled them out. And then this morning I was like, oh, well, the ground froze. I should have just left them back there and got them this morning. And I'm so glad I didn't because it was really, really soggy, wet, and nasty. And I know a lot of people who live in the Midwest just say basically, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. Today was one of those days where it snowed this morning. It was like a wet, nasty snow. It was super slick on the way to church. And then when we finally got, or when we got out of church and we came back home, then, it was ended up all the snow melted and it just turned to rain. So it is what it is. But so glad that you guys are here and super, super pumped to be able to sing with you guys this evening on this beautiful Sunday, last Sunday in January. And kind of cool because that literally is wrapping up the very first song of the month, which was Slow Down. So crazy to believe that we've already been around the calendar once and we are now making our second trip around as we do this whole one song a month thing. So we have Slow Down that just came out and super, super thankful for this song, thankful for what it's meant for other people. And my friend, who was the one who was kind of the inspiration for this song, she was going through a difficult time. And I just asked her, hey, like, what would you, if somebody could tell you something right now, what would you wish that somebody would tell you? And she literally gave me some of the lines that ended up coming up in the song, that you're not alone, that it's okay to be helped. You don't have to do it all by yourself, all that stuff. So, yeah, really, really cool. And, looks like over on Instagram, we got some other friends with us. We got Caleb Pruitt, and I think Ryder Cash Coke popped in for a little bit. Yeah, awesome stuff. Cool stuff. Instagram's kind of weird because they don't let people comment over here, so I got to keep bouncing back and forth. But that said, this is January's song. This is Slow Down. Slow down. Slow down. Breathe in and breathe out. And just slow down. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Time flies by without a sound. Rush and rush, never satisfied. So we burn out and we wonder why. Slow down. Slow down. Breathe in and breathe out. and just slow down. It's okay to be held. Don't have to do it all yourself. You're more than what you do. You are loved because you are you. So slow down, slow down. Breathe in, breathe out. You just slow down, slow down, slow down. Breathe in and breathe out. And just slow down. Rest and know you'll never be alone. Oh, yeah. Lila, so good to see you, friend. Thanks for being here. Good singing. Thank you. Brandon, listening to Heart Happiness Podcast, what post-traumatic growth looks like. Oh, awesome. Good stuff, man. Tiffany, this is such a beautiful song. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Brandon, journaling, so may not stay long. Hey, that's totally fine. This is for you guys. So I appreciate you guys hopping on, coming, seeing what it's all about, and just allowing me to be able to hang out with you guys for a little bit and create music for you that you can listen to, love, enjoy, and be able to help push you on towards a more fruitful, I guess would be the best way to put it, a more fruitful work week next week. Because that's my goal. I love hanging out with you guys and being a part of stuff, and just can't wait to be able to get more music out to you, which is coming real soon. We got music that is coming on February 1st. If you have your calendar, if you don't have your calendar, then you're not going to hear it until, what day does it come out for everybody else? Looks like the 9th of February. Everybody else will be able to hear Facing All Our Fears. And if you have your calendar, you can scan it on Wednesday next week on the 1st, and you will get a chance to hear the song before anybody else. Download it, see any of the merch that's connected with it. It's going to be a good time. So super pumped about that. And if you guys have any songs you want me to do, go ahead and shoot me a chat. Let me know. Francis, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too, friend. Thanks so much for being here. I want to do one of mine while you guys are thinking on what songs you want me to do. This is one that I absolutely love, and it's one that I don't get a chance to do very often, but it came out in my birth month last year, which is April, and it was a song that I wrote a while back, and I just really still rings true today. There's so much that we equate to success and to the immediacy of what we need, all that stuff, and really being able to spend time. The breath that we're given is the best gift that we have, and if we're here just trying to make dollars and cents, sometimes we miss out on some of the best gifts we've ever been given in life. So this is Dollars Don't Make Sense. Silver and gold have no answer
light. It's funny how all of our dreams take more money and time. Treated my life of ease, run down this dream. What I thought I'd left behind, still chasing after me. Turn your world around, tear it all down. Moments like the wind won't come back again. Don't give all you have and expect it all back. Dollars don't make sense when it's all you have left. I've never been so certain and so afraid. What I believe is true is testing every last bit of my faith. Hanging out on the edge, pouring for the next step, praying somehow I grow wings to fly as I step out over the ledge. Turn your world around, tear it all down. Moments like the wind won't come back again. Don't give all you have and expect it all back. 'Cause dollars don't make sense when it's all you have left. Happiness has a price. The currency is time. The presents that we give are the moments that we live. What turns your world around, tear it all down. Moments like the wind won't come back again. Don't give all you have and expect it all back. 'Cause dollars don't make sense when it's all you have left. Dollars don't make sense when it's all you have left.
Oh, yeah. Dollars don't make sense. Hey, it looks like Donna Boone is over here on Facebook. Thanks so much for being here, friend. Good to see you. And looks like we had Jack Law 3411, Joe, Blake, Travis, Caleb, Ryder, David Bish, and a few other people over on Instagram. Thanks so much for being here, guys and gals. It's good to see y'all and to be able to sing and make music for you. Any questions, feel free to drop chat, or if there's any songs that you're like, hey, you should do this one, just let me know. There's just so many good songs that are out there, and appreciate you guys coming. It is the last day for the 15% off coupon, the winter freeze. If you're going to buy anything from the merch store, I suggest you do it tonight, because everything in the merch store, we're going to do a clean sweep. We're doing spring cleaning before spring shows up, because I got a lot of other really cool designs and things that I want to share with you guys. But we got to kind of move along from all the stuff that we had from last year in 2023. As much as I love every single one of those songs and all of the stuff that came along with it, as far as the merch and everything else, Nothing can stay around forever, and we need to move all that stuff out so we can make room for the new stuff. Um, super pumped. Of course, yeah, 15% off. You can get a hat like this or like a new one that's not as like grayed out as this one is. But if you want the one off my head, I guess you could buy that one too. So good to see you, Donna. Let me see if I can pull up your comments because it's just saying your name. I don't know if I can do this while I'm actually on the live stream though. But really fun today. Actually, my son is after church, and my son was like, "Hey, Dad, can you pull up on your phone a way to make a sword?" It's like, I mean, just to like to make one. He's like, yeah. I want to be able to see what it looks like to be able to make a sword. Like, sure, buddy. We can do that. So I pulled it up. We watched this YouTube video of a guy who went into way too much detail in making a sword, which is super cool. The sword is like quite literally like really cool. But it was really intense, and I do not have anywhere near the amount of woodworking skills or tools that this guy that was building it had. So after he got all done, he looked at me and was like, "Dad, let's go build one." Like, Sundays are usually like relaxed days, not project days. At least I like to think so. But I think my kids are starting to realize that, like, hey, if we want Dad to do something, like we gotta snag him on either Saturday or Sunday. So anyway, he grabbed me. We went out to the barn. He found a piece of wood that was already sword like, and then I helped him make a few cuts, use some sandpaper, and then he was gonna he got a toolbox for my parents for Christmas. So he was going to use that specifically for whatchamacallit, for doing for nailing it together. And I told him, I was like, man, it's like we should probably just use screws, because I was thinking the worst thing that could happen is something pulls out and then he's just got really sharp nails that accidentally stab himself or somebody else. So anyway, he ended up, like, he tried to nail it in, it wasn't going in, so he was like, all right, let's go to the screws. So I helped him use my drill, and that I saw, and he made this super cool sword. And as soon as we finished, I was like, hey man, can I take a picture of you with it? Because I was super proud of him for doing it. He's like, yeah. So he took a picture of it. He's like, cool. He's like, hey, can you send that to my nephew, or it'd be his cousins? He's like, can you send that to my cousins? I really want him to see what I made. Like, sure, buddy. So I sent it over to my brother-in-law for him to check out, and he wanted to get on FaceTime with him. So now we have a wooden sword flying around our house. So that's always going to be entertaining. I did tell him, though, as we were walking back to the house, I was trying to be a good dad, lay out some ground rules, make sure that one of his sisters didn't end up seeing the brunt end of it. And I just said, all right, buddy, like, now listen, I used the good old line from Spider-Man: with great power comes great responsibility. And, you're responsible for this now. So it cannot hit anybody. So this is for going around in the woods, smacking trees, hitting fences, that sort of stuff. It is not for hitting another human. And he said, yeah, or else you're going to take it away for 2 days. Like, I like that. All right. Yeah, we can do that. He's like, yeah. He's like, and then he started coming up with excuses like, well, but what if on accident? I was like, no. Like, you're responsible for it. So you're responsible, whether it's an accident, whether it happens on purpose. Like, it's your weapon, so you got to be responsible for it. It's like, okay, Dad, okay. So as soon as we get inside, he goes to show Abby the sword, and then tells her, like, yeah, Dad said that if I hit anybody with it, he's going to take it away for 2 days. Like, I mean, he's the one who came up with it. Super proud of him for doing that. But he was also the one that made the thing too, which was cool. Totally show it off to you guys, but hopefully headed to bed because it was a late day yesterday. We celebrated Ivy's birthday on Saturday, which made church this morning very early. But I don't know if you guys ever, I mean, hopefully everybody does, get super inspired by spending time at your church. But we just started going to this new church a couple of weeks ago, and my parents go there, and it was interesting. I read a book called The Other Half of Church probably about 6 months ago now, and it was just really impactful. about how much we've kind of boiled church down to just the transference of information, as opposed to like actually what God made and designed it to be was his people serving and worshiping together as a family, not just, hey, we have information, here you go. And it seems like for whatever reason, churches and in general as a whole tend to lean more that way. Maybe it's just because it's easier just to say, hey, we know what you're supposed to know, here you go, instead of actually having a community. But one of the biggest things that was in there is a term that's Hesed. And some people have, it's a really hard term to define, but the essential, at least the definition that they used in church this morning specifically for it was the ability. Actually, let me just pull it up because I thought the way they said it was, the pastor had said it was really, really good. And it was also super powerful and impactful. Anyway, the word or the term Hesed was something that a buddy of mine and I had actually been talking about um, quite a bit, and specifically because that was the one thing that both he and I had kind of equated of like, man, like I feel like this is really what the church is missing, is this Hesed type love. And the definition they used was Hesed, from the person of whom I expect nothing, gives me everything. So it's a love that's loyal, faithful, devoted, pursuing love. And the idea is that we need to be imitating Christ and his Hesed love towards us, towards other people. And it was just super, super cool, one, to hear that from a pulpit, and two, to realize that like my search of finding a community of people that believe that that is what church is supposed to be, and not just the transference of information, but it goes much deeper than that, and it goes into the community aspect. It was just really, really cool and impactful, and was really, really thankful for that. And I hope that you guys have the opportunities to be able to be a part of some sort of Hesed style community, a community of people that is giving, that is loving, that is built on truth, so that you actually have the opportunity to be able to have others, um, you know, be able to come alongside you. Let's check out some of the comments. Lori, that's great, teaching him to be responsible for his weapon. That's right. Yep. Yeah, my son with his sword. Janet Stallings, Scars in Heaven. Yep, we can do that. Let me pull that one up, and I will get that rolling. And then Deborah, perfect, great story. Yeah. I love telling stories. That's part of the, like, honestly, that is one thing that um, yeah, I just love doing. And if you want me to come to your house and tell stories, that is one of the links that's listed below. If you can have me come and I will do a house show for you. If me actually coming out and doing a house show in your own home seems a little bit of intimidating, like I don't know what to do, like he's famous. I'm literally a normal dude from West. Try everything and not be ridiculously awkward, put people in weird position, or like I want to come because you want me there, uh, and I love coming and playing and being able to do essentially this just in your own living room. You can invite your friends, your family, whoever else there as well. But there is a survey down below in the links where you can fill that out. If you don't want to do necessarily like the whole big house show where I bring big, it's not big, it's just small and intimate, but I sign a guitar and do all that stuff. That's like top tier expensive. There's another couple of options, that sort of thing, just depending on how far away you live from me. And then also, like, we can also do like a house show Zoom type style thing like this, where instead of it being like me to you guys, where you can't really talk back except in the chat, we can actually do it as like a Zoom type meeting thing. But it would just be yours. So you could tell me what songs you want to play, what stories you want me to tell, all that stuff. It's just all about trying to serve you guys as best possible. So this song was just requested by Janet. This is Scars in Heaven. I believe the original was Casting Crowns, people who originally did this. Let's see. Deborah says, "Happy birthday, Ivy." Yeah, she's my first baby. And I can tell you a story about her in a little bit, but we'll do Scars in Heaven first. only known the last time would be the last time, I would have put off all the things I had to do. I would have stayed a little longer, held on a little tighter. Now what I'd give for one more day with you. 'Cause there's a wound here in my heart where something's missing. And they tell me that it's gonna heal with time. And I know you're in a place where all your wounds have been erased. And knowing yours is healed is healing mine. The only scars in heaven won't belong to me and you. There'll be no such thing as broken, and all the old will be made new. And the thought that makes me smile now, even as the tears fall down, is that the only scar in heaven are on the hands that hold you now. I know the road you walk is anything but easy. You picked up your share of scars along the way, but now you're standing in the sun. You fought your fight and your race is run. The pain is all a million miles away, and the only scars in heaven won't belong to me and you. There'll be no such thing as broken, and all the old will be made new. And the thought that makes me smile now, even as the tears fall down, is that the only scars in heaven are on the hands that hold you now. Hallelujah, 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 for the hands that hold you now. There's not a day that goes by that I don't see you. You live on and on in the better parts of me, till I'm standing in the sun. If I fight in this race I'll run, till I finally see what you can see. Only scars in heaven won't belong to me and you. There'll be no such thing as broken, all the old will be made new. And the thought that makes me smile now, even as the tears fall down, is that the only scars in heaven are on the hands that hold you now. Good song. Thanks for suggesting that. Let's see. I missed some of these comments. Amen. Beautiful. From Janet Stallings. Thank you so much, friend. To praise our Father can be anywhere beside bedside, kitchen, walk in the woods, for He knows the hearts. Amen, Jesus. Yes, Deborah, for sure. 100%. Hello. Thank you for the invite. Of course, Brenda. Thanks so much for being here. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Got Amen from Tiffany McCartney. Hey, thanks so much for being here, friend. And Deborah saying, trust and believe. That's all he's asking. Amen. 100%. Lori Kumpler, beautiful song. Amen. Yep, I totally agree. And Janet, sure loved your visit. Couldn't believe it was real. Loved it. And even was smiling, no crying. That's great. Got to do it again soon. I agree. We do need to do it in our house show. Janet was one of the awesome fans that brought me out to her house, and super pumped to be able to go back out to Arkansas on the road and do another one sometime soon with y'all. I would love to do it with the rest of you too. Let's see, Brenda Starnes. Amen. Thank you so much. And Francis. Amen. That a beautiful song. Yes, it is. Great job. Thanks, Janet. Appreciate you. And of course, Janie Moore. Hello, friend. Thanks so much for being here. Good to see you all. Looks like had Eric jump on over on the good old Instagram, and Sasha and Laura Williams, Gospel of the Grace of God joined. Julie Wright. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's good to see your smiling faces. I know Instagram's not the best place to watch this stuff, but hey, might as well show up when and while you can. Hopefully it sounded pretty good. I did some other testing stuff tonight just to try to make things sound better. What I really need to do is buy more throat drops, because as I'm singing more, man, that stuff gets it gets fun, but it's also my throat gets tired. So awesome stuff. Well, thanks so much for being here, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. Today is the last day to get 15% off on the entire merch store. There's a link listed below. The code is Winter Freeze, because hopefully we're through all that stuff, but we're going to do an entire refresh of all of the merch store. So I'm trying to give you guys a deal. That stuff goes away. So definitely go and check it out. Make sure that you make your purchase before the end of tonight. So before midnight tonight, because if you don't do that, even if you have it in your cart, it's not going to count tomorrow morning, because we're going through and refreshing all that stuff. Going to pull it all down, make some updates to some different things, trying to make pricing and that sort of stuff as best as I possibly can for you guys all year round. And of course, have some brand new merch that I want to pop up on there as well, so you guys can get some really, really cool stuff coming. Deborah Saddleson. Let's see. Hallelujah, this song. Somebody tried to call me. That was weird. Hallelujah, this song touches my heart and soul. Thank you. Hey, my pleasure. Thank you. Speaking of songs that touch hearts and souls and that sort of thing, there's lots of songs that are really, really good out there. This is one that I personally have enjoyed. This coming weekend, my wife and I are actually headed to a Christian camp where she grew up as a kid, where I worked during the summers, and actually worked there for 2 years after college. And really, that's where I cut my teeth on Christian ministry. Absolutely love it there. And we got asked to come back so that I could lead worship specifically for their couples retreat, their marriage retreat. So really, really excited to be able to do that with Abby. She's going with me, and really just thankful to be able to take her with me on this trip so we can go. I'm going to try to convince her to actually sing with me. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I already asked once and she said no. So I'm going to ask at least 12 more times on the way down and see if I can kind of wear her down a little bit. And so she'll just say yes. But we will see. But I did want to sing at least one other worship song tonight, specifically just because Yeah, I really love singing worship songs, and you guys do too, I think. So, um, I think this is in the right key. Except this string is really weird tonight. I don't know why. There we go. That's a little bit better. Anyway. I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. And all my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up till I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. My life laid down to surrender now. I give you everything. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, beautiful song, Matt. Thank you, Jennifer. Really appreciate you. Thanks for coming tonight. And over on X, Philip Cousin. I love that song. Me too, man. It's such a good song. Janet. Yeah, Abby. Yeah, I want Abby to sing with me too. I'm still trying to convince her. She has a beautiful voice. Her gripe or is that, well, I haven't sang in forever. Well, yeah. But she has a beautiful voice and I love it. And I want her to use it more. So hopefully we'll get her to sing maybe at least one song. I needed this. You to remember me in prayer. I think this song was for me. Yep, Janie, that is definitely for you. If that's how you feel, because I was looking for a different song and that one popped up, so I did it. So yep, totally for you. Let's see. Pull out the other guitar you used to use a while back in the day. I wish I could remember what it was, but that had a sweet sound to it as well. Just saying, Deborah. Yes, actually. I can grab it real quick. That was my Taylor 214, which actually Abby gave me. I'd wanted a Taylor my entire life. Like that was my absolute dream guitar, and Abby actually gave that to me on our wedding day. So yeah, I can grab it real quick. Let me do that. Ugh. Oh yeah, this guy. This one is again probably. I mean, I like all my guitars for different reasons, but this one is definitely a. This is one that I was super thankful the day I got it, but it was probably the one day that I didn't care if I got a new guitar or not. That's because it was the day I got married, so I was like, well, I don't really care that I got a new guitar. I want to go on my honeymoon with my wife. And we went on a cruise, so she's like, I mean, I guess you could bring it with us. But like, no, like I'm not going to play it. So any dudes out there that are like, oh yeah, my wife got me something, it's totally fine. Whatever you do, don't take it with you on your honeymoon. So yeah, I'll play this one for the rest of it if that's cool with you guys. Let's see, that's awesome. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Awesome song. Thanks, Tiffany. Got the Bear fan. Hello, how's it going? Good to see you. Philip Cousin, awesome. Yeah, so good. Love that song. My little ones sing that. Oh, good. Yeah, it's a phenomenal song. We'll sing another one here too. We're asking. We want to hear Abby sing. Yes, she is a beautiful soul. And actually, all right. So I'll let you guys in on a little secret. She has sang with me before, and we've recorded it. If you go and you on YouTube and look up Your Kingdom Come, it is a song that, or I think is it Let Your Kingdom Come? I'll check real quick. Let your I think it might be, yeah, it's called Let Your Kingdom Come. It was 9 years ago. We were in our first apartment, and she sang a duet with me on it. But it's still up on YouTube, so you can go and listen to it now if you want to hear a little bit of what she sounds like. She has an amazing, gorgeous voice. And actually, if any of you have gotten like the starter pack and gotten like the Traded All CD, she sang with me on some of those songs as well too. She'll say she doesn't remember, but I remember that distinctly because my voice has not been the best, and I've had to do a lot to work on it. And I set up all the recording stuff. I showed her how to like hit record, and I ran downstairs to go play with Ivy or watch Ivy. Like 15 minutes later, she came back and said, okay, the song is recorded. She did like 2 takes, and it was perfect. And my voice, I was like, I got to do it like a bunch more times. Let's see. Deborah says, of course we do. That's why you're here listening to you on a Sunday evening when I could be sleeping. Laugh out loud. Don't always join you, but I had visitors tonight, so I was awake to hear you. Well, thanks so much for being awake and coming here and hanging out, of course. I'm going to sing this other song that popped up right after, actually, The Goodness of God, just because I love it. This is not necessarily a worship song. Well, it's not a worship song. But everybody loves a good old country song, right? Reminds you of all the important things in life. A few days before he turned 80, he was sitting out back in a rock. He said, what you been up to lately? I told him chasing a dollar. In between sips of coffee, he poured his wisdom out. He said, if you want my 2 cents, making the dollar count. Buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. Throw a little money in the plate at church. Send some prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree. Watch the pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. 'Cause the truth about it is, it goes by oh so quick. Can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt.
get caught on that ladder, let me tell you what it's all about. Find a few things that matter that you can put a fence around. Then he laid it out by dirt. Find the ones you can live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. Throw a little money in the plate at church. Send some prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree. Watch the pencil marks and the grass in the yard all grow up. 'Cause the truth about it is, goes by oh so quick. Can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt. You can buy dirt. You can buy dirt. Thank the good Lord for it, 'cause he ain't making any more of it. So buy dirt. Find the one you can live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. Throw a little money in the plate at church. Send some prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree. Watch the pencil marks and the grass in the yard all grow up. 'Cause the truth about it is, goes by oh so quick. Can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt. Oh yeah. Let's see. Missed a comment here. Deborah had said, nope, I did get that one. Janet, we salute you. Can do. Let's see. I love it. She has an amazing voice. Yes, my wife has an amazing voice, and I have no problem admitting that. She is definitely the more gifted singer for sure. I'm thoroughly enjoying your choice of music. I always do, but tonight's choices are all what I've needed to hear. So thanks, and God bless you and your beautiful family. Tammy, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Super, super excited that the songs have been just impacting you, which is awesome. That is amazing to hear, and the reason why I do it. So thank you so much for being here, being present tonight, and allowing us to enjoy spending time together. Lori, buy dirt. I wish more people felt this way. People are just grinding every day, working to survive, but never reaping happiness. Lori, that's one of the things that I have contemplated a lot recently, because there is so much right now. And man, yeah, it just got me thinking a lot more about the whole idea of, even when you had like pioneer families that were coming and settling the United States, and they're going out west, and they were all looking for freedom and looking for an opportunity to start a new life. And it was hard work. Like, it was really hard work. Grinding every single day, trying to make sure that you had food in the ground so you could reap a harvest the next year or the next season. Raising cattle, sheep, whatever else you had to do to basically survive, and how happy people were. And how just the simpler life was, the more it made sense. And yet now we've got 401ks, we've got taxes, and just, it's not that taxes are bad or 401ks are bad or anything like that, but there's just so much going on that I think all of us, like, I think there's this level of just overwhelm that everybody's at, to the point where, like, just the simple joys of life. I think that's honestly why going and taking a walk in the woods is sometimes the most healing for people, is because you just get back to the simple nature of just being and just existing, and not having to impress, or not having to do a million different crazy things. And yeah, it's really, really intriguing to think about. And I would say this, like, I have thought quite a bit specifically about that, mainly because, financially, like,
doing music on your own without a label or without any financial backing other than the support of fans and that sort of thing. Like it's hard. Uh, like, and I know it's not necessarily easy for a lot of people right now anyway, because stuff is more expensive. And yet I've just found more satisfaction and joy of being able to do simple things with my family, like playing board games, or like today, like going out and building a sword with my son. Like, does it look perfect? No, but I'll tell you what, like that sword in and of itself, for me at least, and I think for him too, means a whole lot more than any sword you could ever buy at a store. Even if it was $1,000 exact replica of like Aragorn's sword from like Lord of the Rings or whatever. And I think a lot of it just has to do is like the things that matter to us most are the things that are connected with people. And again, like when we were talking in church this morning too about like the whole Hesed community, um, God created us to be in community with people. He didn't create us to be loners and to be alone. And I think with all the distractions, even with social media and that sort of thing, like that's why I'm super grateful that like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, TikTok, like all that stuff is great if we're allowing it to actually allow us to connect with people. Like if we're using it in a way to have this superficial, like, oh yeah, I know a million people, but like I don't actually connect with others, like then we're essentially just doing the same thing and it's desocializing people as opposed to resocializing people. That's part of the reason why I'm so passionate about wanting to get out and see you guys a lot more this summer, this year, through house shows, through doing personal shows, that sort of thing. Because I don't know, like, again, I'm just one guy. I'm not anybody special. I don't have a label behind me. I'm not like the next Brad Paisley, that has like, or Taylor Swift that has 50 some semi trucks doing a load in at the local arena or stadium tour, that sort of thing. Like, it's just me and my guitar and my 26-foot bus that rolls around and tries to do the best I can to connect with people. And honestly, like that's part of the reason why I did or wanted to do like even like the 2-wheel tour, where I just ride my motorcycle around this summer and come to your house and play on your porch and allow you to have an opportunity to connect with your neighbors through, yeah, just music and connecting with other people. Because I can't be, unfortunately, like I can't always be with you. Um, But if I can help people figure out a way to be able to socialize with others and to create deeper community. I had a conversation with somebody the other day about how, unfortunately, part of what I feel like I've been doing so much recently musically is because of where I've seen the greatest lack in the church, which is the community building part, the ability to actually like be honest with other people and share our hopes and dreams and encourage other people to go after their dreams and to really just build a community around love and care and grace and letting people know, like, I see you as you are, not as something you have to pretend to be. You don't have to try to, fix yourself up. It's the same way that Jesus sees us. He doesn't see us as people that need to fix ourselves up. He sees us as who we are, fully and completely, more than ever any other human could, and he still chooses to love us anyway. So anyway, I'll jump over my soapbox. There are links and stuff. If you want me to come and do a house show for you, there's links in and around this video somewhere where you a survey where I can figure out like more about and details, and then book a phone call to make it happen. So, Janet, thank you so much. This is a song that you had asked for. We salute you. And so, without further ado, I will actually play it instead of, instead of talking nonstop. Always the first to respond when all is not okay. Faced with life and death situations every single day. On call with no sick days, even the middle of the night. Holidays and weekends are only when there's a break in the fight. For all who serve, we We salute you. We salute you. You are the brave that was sent to protect this free land. Brothers and sisters, united we all stand. One nation under God, out of many one. This country was born from sacrifice, continues on because all who serve, we salute you. We salute you. We salute you. We salute you. Keep your head down when the bullets start to fly. I won't stop praying to know that you're alright. Keep your chin up, soldier. Proud of what you do. Fighting to protect our freedom with the deepest gratitude. All who serve, we salute you. We salute you. We salute you. We salute you. To the family and friends who gave up their love to fight on the front lines, one last kiss and a hug. To the boys without dads and the girls without moms, the fathers and mothers who gave all they had and never came home. For all who serve, we salute you. We salute you. We salute you. We salute you. You are the person to protect this free land. Brothers and sisters, united we all stand. One nation under God, out of many one. This country was born from sacrifice and continues on because all who serve, we salute you. 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 Oh yeah. Let's see here. Deborah just said the simpler, the better simplicity. Agreed. Amen. I believe, I don't know who this is. Facebook user. Good. Awesome. Thanks so much for coming, friend. Good to see you. And it's what we need. It's what we need, not what we want. We have to decipher the two, which is hard to do sometimes. Yes, 100%. And honestly, like it's even sometimes a little bit even more complex than that too. Of like maybe there's two goods, and you have to figure out which one's great. And that can be hard too, for sure. Matt, at the end, when little one sing hits me in the heart, forever grateful, beautiful song. Thank you so much. Yeah, that is actually Bubba. my son that sang the very end of that song where he sings "We Salute You." He was actually walked in the studio. I was like, "Hey, buddy, can you sing this?" He's like, "Oh, sure." Is yours breaking up? Oh, I hope not, Deborah. If somebody else's stuff is breaking up, let me know. Hopefully, maybe it just popped in and out real quick. But hopefully, it's not something that's happening for everybody. Not that I want it to just happen for you, but I don't want it to happen for everybody or you. Let's see. Absolutely is the quality of your time you spend with someone, not the quantity, but the quality, whether it be 5 minutes or 5 hours. Yes, 100%. And that's writing sneak peek or whatever. A lot of the newer stuff really like um, about like spending time with people. I think that's just, I don't know if that's my axe to grind in this world or just to remind people of it constantly. But I mean, it's the whole my futon theory, the whole comfort the afflicted, confront the comfortable. In order to be able to do that and to do that, I think well and right, you have to be able to have a relationship. If you don't have a relationship with somebody, there's no way that you're going to be able to comfort them in a way that actually like where they feel true, genuine love. And there's no way that you can correct and call them to what they need to be doing if you don't have that either. So I don't know. Tiffany says hers is breaking up as well. Oh, crud. Well, let me see if I can. I'll see if I can try to fix something here on my end, and hopefully it doesn't break up for everybody else. Let's see. Well, I will leave and try to stop back by. Okay. Thanks so much for being here. Well, thanks so much, Deborah. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us, even though there's some technical difficulty stuff going on. Speaking of, here's another fun song. This one's not mine, but this one actually. So the other country song "Buy Dirt" and this song that I'm about to play. These two songs were songs that I literally cried to multiple times on my way to work before I quit my full-time job to pursue doing music full-time. And it was specifically because of wanting to be able to not waste my life making dollars, but actually making impacts. So you can tell your old man you'll do some largemouth fishing another time. Too much on your plate to bait and cast a line. You can always put a rain check in his hand till you can. You can keep putting off forever with that girl whose heart you hold, and that you'll last someday further down the road. And you can always put a diamond on her hand till you can. If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. Chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can till you can. There's a box of greasy pots sitting in the trunk of that 65, still waiting on you and your granddad. Bring it back to life. You can always get around to fixing up that Pontiac till you can. If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. 'Cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can till you can. Take that phone call from your mama, just talk away. She'll never know how bad you wanna until you can someday. Don't wait on tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow may not show. Say you're sorry, sure I love you, 'cause man, you never know. If you got a dream, chase it. take like if you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can till you can. I think that's Cody Johnson, Till You Can't. I think that's his song. So, yeah, it looks like stuff is being weird on the technical side. It's still saying that it's working on my end, but sorry it's being poppy and weird on your guys' side. But appreciate every single one of you guys for coming and hanging out with me tonight. Do remember that tonight, actually, let me go ahead and I'll just show you. But all you have to do is go to, and this is one of the links listed below. It's fawcettmusic.myshopify.com. Or if you go to mattfawcettmusic.com and go to the store, it'll take you the exact same place. But let me show this to you real quick, and we will screen share. Where is it? Where did it go? There we go. Boom. So all you have to do is come here. There's a ton of stuff in here from All In. You got your kids are home. I mean, I guess if you want to buy a 2023 calendar for $20, you can still do that. Got another me. We got the hat that I'm wearing, signed black and white poster, even embroidered patch, Caffeine I Need You shirt. There's just tons of good stuff that's all in here. Over 7 pages worth of different things. Even a white glossy mug that has "My God Is Bigger" lyrics from the chorus all in there. Every Life Is Precious, the "My God Is Bigger" shirt, Run, all that fun stuff. So there's tons of stuff in here. It all needs to go. So if you want anything, like this shirt's already sold out, but we're going to do a whole refresh of this entire page. But we need to get rid of all the merch that we possibly can in order to do that refresh. So come here, go to the mattfawcettmusic.myshopify.com. And then when you want something like this Laugh Cry Sing shirt, we'll just grab this, $20. You just come here. You can even do Athletic Heather if you want to, specifically for that shirt, or even brown. Personally, I like the Athletic Heather. That's my personal favorite. Do your shirt size, large, add that to cart. And then when you go to add the cart and you do checkout, all you have to do is put your information in, but in the discount code, put in winter, if I can spell, winter freeze. Smash that apply button. It'll calculate. It'll take 15% off. And now you can do that to your entire cart. So feel free to go and do that. Snag whatever you like. And yeah, it'll be super, super awesome to be able to help you guys out, get some merch that you were hoping to get anyway. And yeah, really, really excited to be able to get that discount code out to you guys before we do an entire refresh. There's a bunch of other stuff too in the links listed below, like the actual 2024 single release calendar. If you haven't gotten yours yet, if you order them soon, I'm going to be sending out emails specifically for all the calendar holders on Wednesday, because the brand new song, Facing All Our Fears, is coming out on Wednesday. So if you want to hear that before anybody else does, make sure you do that. So yeah. Let's see. I missed a couple things here. Let's see. I Salute My Son returned from police force in March. Oh, he's an MP with the Marines, 53 years old, retiring. God bless him and save through his remaining days. In Jesus' name, amen. We salute you. Awesome, Deborah. That's fantastic. Yes, we salute them all for sure. Thanks so much for these comments. This is awesome. I apologize for some of my words. I speak to this microphone and they don't always come out correctly. Not a problem, friend. I do want to thank you guys so much for coming tonight. Really appreciate every single one of you. Do go check out the merch store. Again, that is all the way till midnight tonight. So make sure you place your order before midnight so you can get the 15% off. That goes away at midnight. And then other things as far as the stuff that's in there. If you have so we'll get you email. You can help by doing that. Those CDs are supposed to be to me actually literally tomorrow. So if you want, they are here tomorrow, and I will start shipping those out to everybody who's already pre-ordered them. And then as they get ordered, there's the 2024 single release calendar. There's a way to get 2 albums, 2 singles for only $2. Apply for the house show, and then you can also snag a carbon fiber guitar like the one that I have. And if you want to be super awesome, you can always sponsor a child through a link that is there as well. Sweet. Tina has a question. How long ago did you start singing? Great question. I started singing as a kid. I don't remember when I started singing. I will tell you, I was not very good for a long time. In fact, that's kind of part of, like, I didn't take voice lessons. I didn't even sing in choir in high school or middle. I sang in middle school and elementary because everybody had to. And then when it was a choice between choir and band, I did band. I played trumpet and tuba for a bunch of years throughout high school band, marching band, jazz band, all that fun stuff. But I didn't start doing like worship, like playing worship music and that sort of thing until I started playing guitar. I sang in our church choir, youth choir. But I never sang really except like, unless it was in a choir, except when I had a guitar in front of me. And I got my first guitar when I was 11. And like 3 weeks after that, the youth leaders were like, "Hey, do you want to lead worship for us?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I know 3 chords." So it was literally like, put fingers where they're supposed to be, strum chord, like sing line, move overhead projector, then like put my fingers back like where they needed to go, strum chord, sing line, slide overhead projector, put chords back. Like, it was bad. It was really, really bad. But that was when I was 11. And then I had my first real gig. I was thinking freshman in college. I asked a local coffee shop if I could do a gig downtown, and it was in their coffee shop, and they're like, "Yeah, sure." It was crazy to me. So here's the crazy thing: it was 3 hours long. I was not get out, and quite honestly, like, there were more people at that gig than the grand majority of the rest of the gigs that I've ever had. And I don't know if it was because like everybody watched it and they were just like, "Nope, like this is horrible." But there were like people on the stairs. Like, my recollection of what it was like, there were just so many people that were there. And I don't know if everybody just assumed like, "Oh, we supported them the first time, like everybody will support it from there on out." But the last time I played in my hometown, I think there were like 20 people in a 200 seat auditorium. It was bad. But I still sing because it doesn't matter who's there. It doesn't matter how many people are there. It matters who's there, and whoever shows up are the people that I'm supposed to sing to. And so I sing there as much as I possibly can. So cool. Let's see. It looks like people are still having a little bit of trouble with online stuff. Also, Mint is having trouble getting online. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about the tech stuff. Doing the best I can, but it's Sunday night. Everybody must be watching like a football game or something, right? I actually know. I sent the text message out to let people know that, like, "Hey, I'm going to be doing this at 7, like I have been." And somebody texted back, "There's a football game tonight. Go Lions!" Like, okay, like I'm still going to do this. Anyway. I guess the Super Bowl is probably what, next week? Or no, it's probably 2 weeks from now. I don't remember. Whatever time it is, I guess we probably should take a break that week, since everybody's gonna be like, I don't know, watching the Super Bowl. I guess if you're not watching it, maybe we'll just do a halftime show. Hey, how about that? So instead of you guys watching whatever halftime show they end up doing, because everybody's gonna watch it, on social media afterwards anyway. Maybe we'll just do a worship halftime show instead. Let's see here. I love how you spend time with your kids, playing games, building things, and singing. My kids and now grandkids will tell some of their greatest memories were times they spent with them. Yep. Amen. So good, Tammy. And I think that's a good thing for people to realize before it's too late. Sometimes make up for lost time. But so glad that That's awesome. Tiffany, I'm glad I joined tonight. Thank you. You did a great job, man. Thanks, Tiffany. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Cindy Jones, hey, good to see you, friend. Thanks so much for coming. Let's see, Deborah, great tune. Need your floppy hat on. Just saying, I probably need to go to sleep. Laugh out loud. Continue on, my friend. Always with love and blessings to you and yours. Thank you so much, Deborah. Thanks for being here. In fact, I am actually speaking of spending time with my kids. Thank you for your impression with your music and your fellowship. Lee, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming and hanging out a little bit tonight and sharing and supporting the music. Again, tonight's the last night that you can use that code to get 15% off the merch store. So make sure you do that. If you want me to come to your house this summer, let's get that on the books. Like I'm fine with booking out like 6 months in advance. So if you want to put it on the books 6 months from now, that's totally fine. Let's do it so we can make sure that I can get out there this summer for you. But like I was saying, speaking of going and spending time with my kids, I am going to go wish them all a good night. They should be in bed by now. And if not already asleep, because everybody's getting over this whole like head cold stuff or whatever. They need their rest, and usually they're in bed by 8. So we'll see how many. My daughter just got 4 brand new books, and she has been going to town on the other ones. So she now has 8 of the same series, and she already read the first 4 from Christmas till now. So she might be already on book 2. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for being here. I truly do appreciate every single one of you for coming. I don't honest to goodness, when I say that, I'm not saying that just as I want to I genuinely do appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you. I think about you every single time I'm writing a song, because there's 2 reasons why I write. Again, it's to comfort the afflicted and confront the comfortable. But there's 2 different audiences that I am most cognizant of. One of them is usually me. It's like, man, I'll be thinking through a subject and thinking about what's a song or a way that I can decipher this and figure it out for my own self. And then as I'm writing the song, I'm thinking, how are you guys? How is this going to help you? Because if all it does is help me, yay, good job. I'm here to serve and to help other people. And so I think a lot about you guys and the stories you've told me and the things that you've said, specifically because I do for you that I do music. And so I'm really, really thankful for all of you guys. Deborah just said, thank you so much for pulling out the old guitar. It's sweet. I'm muchly appreciated, and thank you kindly. Oh, for sure. Thank you. Thanks for forcing me to pull it out of the case, because it's been a little bit. I just got some new strings for Christmas, so I need to put them on this guitar and get it refurb for this weekend. So thanks for making me pull it out. Tina football. Wow. Yeah, I know. So yeah, maybe we'll see out and do a during the halftime show. We'll do a worship halftime show, or maybe even better, you guys can choose what songs I do for the halftime show whenever the Super Bowl happens to be. Just be like, hey, you have to do these songs. Like, all right, sounds good. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I've been going for an hour and a half now. My voice is tired. I need to get back in the swing of things and singing a lot more often. I really would, and you guys can let me know in the comments below or message me. I'm really contemplating going live for an hour every single day. And the main reason for that is, like I said earlier, it's hard being a musician all by yourself. And I'm trying to do everything that I possibly can to serve people with music, and also do it while providing for my family. And one of the things that was suggested to me was potentially just being more present online. And so if you'd like me to show up more often online instead of just doing Sunday nights, then yeah, let me know. I would love to be able to do that. And yeah, serve you guys even more. So the Bear Fan, much love, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. You were created on purpose with a purpose. My goal is to be able to write songs that help encourage you to walk in that purpose, to comfort the afflicted and confront the comfortable. So thank you so much for being here. Before we go, Lee McDonald has just said the old guitar kind of makes me feel like the old John Denver song. Is that the Take Me Home? Take me home, the country road. to the place where I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. Just pulled that out of nowhere. Let's see. Oh wow, an hour a day would be an awesome, as long as it doesn't interfere with your family time. Well, that's the thing. If I can do an hour a day, there's a good chance that I might actually be able to spend more time with my family. Again, if I'm just getting more eyeballs on the merch, the opportunities that people have to support me, there's a good chance that that actually might help alleviate some of that instead of me working until like 9, 10 o'clock every single night trying to do stuff. So love you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Lee. Love you too. Tammy. Yeah. I'll start. I did that at one point in time. I did, I think, like 2 weeks where every single morning I got up and I did an hour. And then I ended up doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then ended up just getting busy with stuff and then just kind of stopped doing it. So that's on me. That's my fault. But we'll look at doing that and actually getting some more songs out for you guys, doing some more cover songs, specifically through the month of February. And the rest of the year, I'd like to do more cover songs so you guys have more content to be able to listen to. Because for some reason, a lot of you like my voice, which is awesome. I appreciate you. And just super, super thankful for you. So thank you guys so much. I love you. Have an awesome week ahead. Have an awesome rest of your Sunday. For those of you going to bed like I am, sleep well. May God have his hand and guide you as you go through this week. Look for opportunities to honor and glorify him and to impact other people. And if you can at all, do everything that you possibly can to have that type love towards other people. Where they don't expect anything from you, and yet we give them as much as we possibly can. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Real quick, it looks like June just popped in to say hi. Thank you so much, friend. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. And then also from Glenda, keep moving forward, Matt. You're awesome. You have no idea how much that comment means to me, Glenda. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your night. You guys are phenomenal. You're wonderful human beings. Keep being that way. Thank you for how you blessed me and my family and for allowing me to do this. I love you guys, and we will see you guys